Good morning, friends. As I was shuffling, I had a hymn pop into my head. I grew up heavily in the church, and so I know a lot of them, and song is how my brain remembers things, so I remember all of them. I was at a memorial service, celebration of life this weekend, and part of that was singing, what do they call it? I don't remember. Anyway, where they all sing together. There's a name. My brain won't remember that part, but it does remember the hymn that goes, "It is well with my soul." It's like an old one. When I was in the church, we had these like really old fabric covered red hymn books. It's like that kind of hymn. So I feel like the message this morning is, it is well with my soul. Or will be. Or maybe you just need to fucking hear that. I don't know. Anytime like hymns or Christian things pop into my head, it's funny because my initial response is I feel really triggered by that. I don't want to hear those, blah, blah, blah. That's my own personal religious trauma. But the reality is that it's all the same Sky Daddy. I call it spirit, the universe. I'm not sure it's just one. I'm not really sure what I think, but as we were experiencing this beautiful celebration of life that was very religion-based, I just noted that I didn't have the same negative response that I used to have with that kind of thing. So I know I got hymns popping into my head. But you know what? If the message is, it is well with my soul, I'll take it however it comes, pretty much. Well, while I was rambling, that might be for someone very specific, or it's just my rambles. 222 as I said that. We have the Ace of Cups pop out. And the Five of Pentacles. So by doing the healing that you have done, and by focusing on yourself and no longer using your experiences as an excuse for your choices and your behaviors, as you have taken accountability and responsibility, even just to yourself, for your choice, like your part in what has happened in your life, and you are not just pointing the blame at other people and saying like this happened because this person blah 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 blah. We're fucking grown-ups. Your life experience is your life experience and you can't change it, but what you can change is what you do with it. I looked down and realized that another one had, interesting, another two flipped. What a strange reading. But I guess I'll take both of them. So the first one that I saw that was flipped was the Empress. You create this life. You create what, literally, you decide what you do with it. Your life experience and where you came from is what it is. You can't change it. But you do get to use those experiences as superpowers. If you have trauma that made you hypervigilant, that is a skill that you can hone and turn it into a tool and not just a trauma response. If you are one of those people who is really, really in tune with the emotions of other people and you can read a room really well, that was a protective mechanism that you created so that you protected yourself. But now you're grown up and you can use that as a skill to move forward. So take your life experiences and appreciate them for what they were. Don't get stuck in the places where you are not forward moving, where you are in that Five of Pentacles energy, where you were looking down and you were downtrodden and woe is me and why did this happen, all of that bullshit. I get it. I'm human. It's really easy to get stuck in that place. But it's really important to remember that that is not the place that creation comes from. Creation comes from stepping into your Empress energy. 5:05 on the timer when I said that. And the last card is the Eight of Swords. You're the only one that can keep yourself bound. If you continue to allow other people to have such an impact on your energy and your emotions and your space in the world, you give people too much power. A lot of us spend too much time thinking about other people, and we assume that they are doing the same. But the reality is that most people are not thinking about you. They are thinking about themselves. So in those moments when you're like, oh, what are people going to think? Fuck all of that shit. Quit doubting yourselves by the perceived thoughts and beliefs of other people. It's none of your goddamn business what other people think, feel, or believe about you. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. When you move into this space where you are open and creating and no longer stuck in the what happens to you or what happened to you and making excuses, when you're able to step into that Empress energy and get out of the Eight of Swords, like move forward, look up, and not worry about what is behind you, then you are able to step into this celebration energy where spirit will be all around you, where you'll have human peoples who will be there for you, where you will be in the space where you feel whole and celebrated. So, yeah, some fucked up shit happened in your life. It's the case for a lot of us. But we get to choose. Are you going to use it as an excuse to continue to be a shitty person and perpetuate trauma on other people? Or are you going to take those lessons and those trauma responses and turn them into something that benefits your life? Because you're the only one with your exact life experience, and there are absolutely people whose lives are better because you are in them. So move forward. Don't get stuck in the past. And be kind to my friend.